Dennis Kutrieb after Hanwell 1, Absolute United 2. Good cup win.
Yeah, good cup win. Exactly what we wanted to have. Wanted to come through. I think we played a good game. Obviously, you can do always things better on the pitch. We could have done many things better as well. I think they just did enough, and it looked quite good. But obviously, my expectation is a little bit different in general. But we had many lads which haven't had played much the last week. So from this point of view, I'm delighted and happy that we could make our way through and still in ahead and can look who's coming now.
Not too many scary moments today, were there?
No, and I think the few moments they had, we have a very good goalkeeper, what we know anyway, and we can rely on him. So it's not like every shot is a goal. Yeah, I think exactly what we expected we got today. If we're a little bit more clinical in front of goal, we score a few more goals, and then I think it's exactly what the game was, and the scoreline would be same with it. But they haven't had much, and we had good parts in the game where we could have scored more goals.
It was good also, as you mentioned earlier, to get so many of your squad to be given game time today, to get their legs out there on the pitch.
Yeah, that's what we always said. So we need everyone, and you could see Toby's the best example again. So could be on a score sheet, could do an assist, or got a penalty and is involved. And if he has more game time, he's getting better and better and better. Even if Tenner was not available now the last weeks or week, and it just makes us stronger if the players which haven't had much minutes before, if they get minutes. Chapman played a really good game as well. Franklin Domi was alright. Sido was good. Even Sheck had very good moments in the game. So you can see the boys. Paxman 60 minutes working very, very hard, and there you can see there are boys which haven't had much in the past, but still very competitive today, and wanted to make sure that we win this game.
Does a cup run detract at all from what you're doing in the league, or does winning in the cup help you with the league?
If I would know, I would be much more intelligent, but at the moment I don't know. We will see. I think it's good for the boys because they like the FA Cup. Every single player, which I could see in the past, was always excited for an FA Cup game. So it might help us, and it might help the boys as well, because we can split the game time more and more. So imagine we wouldn't play any cups, so we could not give everyone the same game time, or could give everyone game time, and now we can split it up with league and FA Cup, and then the FA Trophy. And the only thing what we need to make sure, or where we need to be sure, is that we have enough players where we can pick from, because if we don't have players, then it would be a problem. But at the moment we are fine. We have enough players, as you could see today, and then I really like it, because as I said, we could split game time, and the players deserve to get game time, and I can give that to them.
You're into the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup. Today you played a team from a lower division. Would you prefer to play maybe a team, similar standing as Absolute, or is it a different challenge playing a team from a division that maybe you're not so familiar with?
I would say I don't care, because you can't change it anyway, and you can't pick, so it's not really interesting for me. As I said the round before, I would love to have a home game. Obviously, we were very lucky with this pitch here today. It's an outstanding pitch. Well done from Hanwell to maintain such a great pitch, and that's positive. But I always prefer to play at home. So regardless who we get, I would love to play at home. But for me, I would take the lowest ranked in the division, or not in the division, in the cup, because it gives you a bigger chance to go into the next round. So I never want to play a big team. I always want to play the lowest possible team to make the next round, because that's what everyone loves, and we could gain some money for the club. The players getting more and more excited, and that's what it is about.
And this week, I suppose one of the best things about this game is no significant injuries, and you've got a clear week, no replays, and you can just concentrate on your next league game next Saturday.
Yeah, I think that's where you're always a little bit concerned as a manager, that you don't hope for a replay, because you have anyway many games, and that's very good. We have no injuries, and we could prepare one full week, so we don't need to play on a Tuesday. But then after this game, we have upcoming times. We have many games now, with another FA Cup game where we need to cancel a league game, and then the game beginning of November against Havant, and there are a few weeks now and where we have to go Tuesday, Saturday, and we just need to be up for it. So resting now, enjoying the weekend, and then go into the next week fresh and healthy and see what we can do against Taunton.
You mentioned the month ahead. Here we are, the 1st of October, looking ahead to the Havant game on the 1st of November. That's where your big squad is going to play a big part, isn't it?
No, I wouldn't say at this time, but from now until this time. So we talk about 4 weeks, and as you know me, I said I want to look at the first 10 games. Now I look into the October, and I can see it's a very, very busy time for us, and we need to be careful, because if we are not prepared for it, it costs us injuries, and it will cause us problems. And that's why I have already in my head the next 4 weeks, and it ends up for me, the next period was the 2nd of November game, Havant, and that's how it is at the moment. And as I said, we just need to be up for it week in, week out, in every single game. Now we have 1 week that's really good for us when we play at Taunton then, and that's what we're gonna have to prepare very, very carefully, because you can see they've just 6 goals scored and just 5 goals conceded in 10 games. It's outstanding, and we have to be up for it. If we think like, oh yeah, we can turn up and play some games, we are not good enough. No one, regardless if it's in the Premier League, our league, wherever it is, if you just turn up and think, yeah, I just play a little bit football today, you get punished, and you don't get the reward. So we need to work hard and make sure that everyone works hard. And then, as I said, we can see what we can do against Taunton, and then we go again. And I think it's already the FA Cup then again, but I'm not 100% sure at the moment.
Well, you're still in the Cup. Congratulations, good win today, and on to next week.
Cheers.
Thank you.